Hi there. Welcome to a quick walkthrough of Enterprise AI and AI chat and document intelligence system built by Scalovate Systems. Scalovate is an AI development firm based out of Qatar, and we're excited to be here. Let's jump right into the system to have a quick walkthrough. We start with the main screen, login screen. Now this system is completely running on Docker. And if I may show you the containers that are running, here is the front end, back end. We've used Quadrant and a couple of Celery workers, OCR, Postgres for the databases because it will be completely private. Grafana for monitoring, Redis, Prometheus, Minio for object, and Llama we're using at the moment. Since it's an MVP and a pilot project, we can afford to use Llama. Otherwise, we go with Red Hat OpenShift with AI and VLLM for the production workloads. Getting into the system, let's log in. Admin, simple hackable passwords, but no worries, it's not hosted anywhere. But so this is how the system looks like. Don't worry about the UI, it can be completely customized. There are a couple of logos shown here, but for the sake of time, I just wanted to make sure that we get all the details in correctly, especially when it comes to functionality. Now, chat is pretty much self-explanatory. You can create new chats from here. Your chats are persistent, they're stored here, and they're stored in the database at the back end. And here we have got the cards, which can be completely customized based on your requirements and the stuff that you would want from it. Then we've got this admin, and you can log out from here. Now, if you go to the document side, now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. If you go to the document side, you can upload your PDF, Word doc, or TXT files. Why we have done this is to ease the pain of actually digitizing or feeding the information into the vector databases. Now, what happens here is if I upload a document, so I'm just gonna go here and probably look at the test documents, and let's say we've got a text file that we're gonna upload, and okay, the document is uploaded. It shows here. Now, what we have done here is we've gone a little bit of an extra mile. We're showing you the original document that's here. Now, this is dummy data which I prepared, so don't count me on it. But this is showing in pure Qatari dialect using the region-specific words as well, the Arabic. And then here you get the AI extracted text of the very same thing. Now, if you have to edit something, if you're looking here, maybe it's missing this word or that word or something like that, you should be able to easily edit it from here, and you can add something here. I might mess it up, but let's say if you're adding this, we just add it and we just save the corrections. Now, once you are happy with this, you can go ahead and commit to the vector database. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to take it and it's going to save it into the vector database here, and you can see the documents here. So that's a collection that's been built for vectorized content. And now coming back here, you can just go quickly here and check it. Then you can also upload a Word document. Let's see this one. And once the upload finishes off, same way you can review your document here, and you got the extracted text here. And let's go ahead and upload a PDF as well. So, right, so you got the PDF, it's also showing the confidence level and whatnot. So since we have not committed this one to vector, let's go ahead and commit this one to vector database. And then we use this one, commit it to vector, and we're good. If we just go ahead and refresh this bit, should be able to see the count was 327, now it's 331, so more vectors have just been added. And we can go ahead and review it here. I'm not sure what format it is in, but yeah, so back in, I mean, you don't have to see that as a viewer, but this just for the sake of the tech people to understand how the vector databases and vectorization would work. And yeah, and you can also just copy the default vector from here, and you'll be able to see a bunch of numbers that even I don't understand. But coming back, so this is how you will easily be able to vectorize new documents yourself, or the recent documents. It can go from 100 to 1,000,000, whatever you prefer. No, there's no bulk upload right now because that needs a lot of data analysis and basically putting the data together. So now coming back to the console, we've got admin console here where you can easily add more users, and we can have different rules here that you can add. And then we got system settings here. Here you can select the LLM that you would want to work with. For us, we put the default model as JACE because that performs best with Arabic. And then for the embedding model, we've got two of them, but we prefer to use Nomic Embed Text. Again, it can be coded back end or it can be coded in the front end, depending on the requirement. You can have the chunk overlap, the temperature you can increase, decrease, maximum token size, so you can increase your context window for the chat, and the chunk size. Then we've also put in single sign-on options where you can, if you have Microsoft Azure, you can just enable it, and you can enter your client ID, tenant, and client secret, and you should be able to connect and have a single sign-on experience. If you're using Google Workspace, you can just use this bit, and you'll be able to connect to your single sign-on or your email, so you don't, the users really don't have to re-sign in, right? And then you can enable vector cache, response caching. All you need to do is just go ahead and save settings, and it's gonna be saved in the Postgres database. One more thing that we have built on top of this is the monitoring of this. So you can see, instead of going to different dashboards and different applications, like we're using at the back end Grafana for monitoring, Quadrant as our vector database, and then Prometheus, and then MinIO for the object storage. So you will be able to get the feed right here. It's not coming right now. Maybe some API challenge, but for the sake of time, and then here it's showing how many number of users you have there, total vectors. This is coming directly from Quadrant. Number of documents that has been uploaded so far, number of conversations that we had, that's our chat, and that will have that'll also show for all the users who are having the chat, so you'll be able to see that too. And same thing goes with Quadrant console, MinIO, and Prometheus. And then Prometheus shows up. This is quite nice. So, and then you've got your documents, again the same similar document that you've up there. You've got documents here, and it's pretty much the same thing. So you have an option to actually edit it from here. Going back to this one, this green thing shows it's committed. If I have not committed anything to the vector databases, see, this is OCR completed, but it's not been committed, right? So I can just hit commit to vector, and hopefully it's going to show committed. Well, it's going to show it in a bit. Oh yeah, it shows. So that's a quick walkthrough of the system. Now let's head to chat and let's ask it a few questions. We're going to use Qatari dialect, maybe. Don't hold me onto this one, but let's see. Now this demo is currently running on shared GPUs. So the response time might be a little slower because apparently the model size is approximately 6 GB and running on 7 billion parameters. Now, of course, all of this would be completely changed based on the customer requirements, and this entire system is built to prove that the system is built just as a proof of concept of what is possible and how we are able to deliver the end-to-end document intelligence solution based on the requirements. And just gonna have to wait a bit. So let's see. Let's check this one out. You got the chat. Now, usually just shows you exactly what the chats are. We've animated this to make it more lively, but if you look at here, so it has collected, we asked a question, I'm not even sure if this is correct or not, but the native speakers might be able to tell it better, but it shows the sources where it's getting its information from, which is again coming from the vector as well as the object storage. And it shows here the source documents and then your prompts again. Now, if I just look at this one, let it collect the information, and then maybe we'll get back to it. So that was a quick walkthrough of our document intelligence system. And again, it's custom built, completely customized. And if you have any requirement in addition to whatever we have shown you, this is just a proof of what can be delivered, what's possible, and how easy it will be to deploy it. Now, for us, we recommend leveraging private AI, which will help you save money on the tokens as well as on the infrastructure itself. But our stack usually is formed of Cisco AI stack. Then on top of that, we either prefer to use Red Hat AI or Red Hat OpenShift if the system is scalable. It requires scalability and reliability. In place of Docker, we prefer to use Podman because that's native to Red Hat, and Red Hat, well, along with Quadrant, which is our vector database choice for the similarity search. And yeah, so you get that stack from us. And if you want modifications, you want more connectivity, you've got some more business requirements, you would like to connect to the data directly, because most of that information that's stored in the vector databases would be there. So every time you have to update the database for it to perform the retrieval augmented generation, or GenAI as we say. But if you would like to connect directly to the live system and don't have to constantly feed the data into vector databases, which is required, but at the same time it makes more sense to leverage model context protocol along with AI agents to do the reasoning, to structure the responses, which again can be a possible extension. Do hit us up, we'll be able to guide you through the process of how that's built. If there's any comments, do let us know.